You ever trust a fart?
No.
Like trust, like just.
Not at this age.
You've never just fucking been like, that one's gonna be okay.
Not at this age.
I got left in the middle of a lake one time.
Find out what happens, that and more, on this episode. Fucking.
So, oh boy. So, it was 4th of July weekend. We was in the lake.
Yeah.
Had a little bit of drink, a lot of hot dogs.
A lot of
mustard. Yeah, by the way, I do want to try that 9 hot dogs, 9 beers, and 9 innings.
Have you seen that Cutwater, the 4 Cutwaters, 4 burrito challenge?
Where's that at?
It's on TikTok.
What kind of burrito?
Taco Bell burritos.
I'm out. And so
it'll lead into another one of these stories.
And I had to shit, and I was like, "Hey man, we got to go back. Like take me back to the shore. Like, I got to take a shit." And Zoo's like, "Yeah, go grab whatever we had left." And there's a vest had fallen in. She's like, "Go grab that vest." They left me out there. Just fucking left me. Let me ask you something. You ever had to take a shit and then you're walking, you know how you're kind of like clenching?
Yeah, you're walking funny as shit.
Yeah, imagine that trying to swim back to the fucking shore. Nothing works. And then you got the thought of, well, if I shit myself, it's all over me.
It's all over me.
You know what I mean? I'm kicking it everywhere. It was a predicament. Anyway, long story short, I shit on myself in the middle of the lake.
And there you have it, folks.
That was the first time I shit myself in a lake. What's going on, man? What do you know?
Not a whole lot. I don't know anything after that shit story. I have to reevaluate life now.
Dude, I've used that as an excuse one time. Yeah. I was hungover as shit one day, and I was like, "Boss, I got to go home." He goes, "What's going on?" I just shit on myself. You know what? Nobody questions it.
Well, no, I think at work, if you have a legitimate,
but you can't use it all the time.
No, but on a random Monday or Tuesday, and it's like 2 PM, you walk in and go, "Excuse me, but I pooed a little.
Boss, I
gotta go." They'll let you go. No questions asked. Now, they might bring you in at some point and ask you, "Hey, is everything okay?"
I feel like if you do it once, you're fine. I feel like that's all right.
Don't actually shit yourself.
Well, hold on. Sometimes you can't control it.
Yeah, well, if you can't control it, then you need to get help.
You
gotta get seen.
What are those adult diapers they got? The Depends.
Yeah.
I'd wear one of those just for.
Would you?
Well, I mean, dude, say
I've and this is no joke. I've seen people wear adult diapers at festivals.
I was gonna say, if I'm going to fucking watch the ball drop in New York City on a beautiful once in a lifetime opportunity,
and you've been drinking all fucking day,
I'm gonna fucking go. I'm gonna put on a fucking diaper.
Yeah,
I'll piss myself.
You just sit there in your own.
I've done fucking worse.
Jesus.
There's fucking worse things I've done, I'm sure.
That's an episode for another day.
Worst things you've sat in?
Yeah. Worst things you've sat in.
Worst things you've sat in.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, so how was the week? How's the week?
It was good. It's been good, man. It's been good. Went and had some soccer going on.
Soccer. Some football.
Yeah, no, it was good. We had that. It was what else we do? I'm trying to think. I feel like we've done more. There's some birthday parties and stuff we had. We ended up making out to them. Hardly soccer takes over a lot, man. The kids sports takes over a lot.
Kids sports do. They sure do.
They got humbled, man. That team they were playing wasn't no fucking joke.
Yeah, they got beat.
They got beat the way they beat the other teams usually.
Oh shit!
They're finding out how the other team lives.
I mean that sometimes that happens,
dude.
Man.
It's good though.
You see it in sports
because they forget.
They
forget, man. Hey, we're fucking good, but there's always somebody better.
You see it in grown people's sports. You
like the Chargers, right? Is that what we're referring to?
No,
Chargers.
But the Chargers suck.
Fucking Dallas Cowboys of the West Coast, baby. Put them in the playoff. Put them in the playoffs. Let them lose that first round.
Guaranteed win there. Whoever you're playing.
Yeah, fucking Patriots.
But yeah,
Go ahead. Go. You're all right. Go. For it.
No, I was just going to talk about the idiot that voted for Justin Herbert for MVP. One vote.
I love that for him.
One vote for
Love
Justin Herbert.
How many votes are the total?
Oh shit! I don't. Is it 50? No, I don't know.
I'm
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know. I don't know how many votes total, but the fact that Justin Herbert got
He
one
lost a bet. He lost a fucking bet to Justin Herbert.
and had a vote.
And then Herbert had a bet, and he goes, "Fine, but if I win, you've got to vote me in for fucking MVP." And he goes, "God damn it! All right, fine,
Yep.
done."
That was just stupid. That was such a stupid vote. It was a wasted vote.
Would it
is
have
what
mattered
was.
if it went?
No, I don't know. No, not at all.
Oh.
But it was the fact that he got one, and there were much more deserving players that should have gotten at least one, because that counts for something. You can that goes on your resume. I got an MVP vote in 1 year. Like I was an MVP candidate.
Hold on. What resume?
Your football resume?
Who gives a fuck if you're gonna put that on there? I'm not gonna pick you because that's what you came to the table.
I mean, is that not something you use on the negotiation table when you're trying to get a new
I
contract?
fucking wouldn't.
Why?
You got one vote.
I was an MVP candidate that year. He wasn't. He's not, but he got one.
It's a hard stretch.
Wow.
An MVP candidate. The guy won a bet. No, I get what you're saying. It's I guess if you put it as an MVP candidate.
Yeah, you use it on the table. I mean, it's got to count for something.
What's he gonna go for?
You know what? You look at it this way. He sits on the table and he says he's negotiating his contract, and maybe that I was an MVP candidate pin is the difference between $100,000 kicker. If you are another candidate, you get $100,000.
You already know who Justin Herbert is and brings to the table. You know he's not going to do shit for you. So
It's an incentive.
If he sits down with me and goes, "I was an MVP candidate," I would go, "Good for you, bud."
Good for you.
So 6 first-round exit playoff losses.
God, start bringing up all the negative.
Yeah, that's great. Pal.
Yeah.
I think I got a fucking award for you here somewhere.
And that's why you don't run an NFL franchise.
Oh, well, that
You'd have the replacements on your team.
That among other things. I don't think I have the financial stability of the Jerry Jones dynasty. You see, the Cowboys are actually going to play a game in Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah, I saw that. I guess they don't have an opponent yet because I didn't see that, or I didn't read into it much.
They were talking about it this morning. So they've played one game in London. They've done a game one actual game in London, and then they've done 2 preseason games. One in Mexico City when they did it a few years back, and then one in Japan.
Yeah. And
now this will be only the 4th time that Dallas has ever traveled outside of the United States to play.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
A cool spot, Rio.
Yeah, Rio. Hell yeah.
I don't know how big American football is in there. I know that a lot of people travel. We had a work trip.
Isn't it their first ever football game in Rio?
Oh, I thought they had one this year. I thought Jacksonville played this past
in
year.
Rio.
I thought so. I might be wrong, but you know what happens? Americans travel there.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Because when
I'm sure a lot of fans here are going to want to travel.
They got to take us to Ireland. Not me, I didn't win, but like
yeah.
But he goes, like 85% of it's probably American people.
Wow.
There's a ton of just American people that just show up to, because it's a reason for you to go see your team in a fucking another. I don't have Rio de Janeiro money.
Yeah.
So
I'm not no one does
going to see them lose. But
I'm not going to see them lose. Yeah. Well, I mean, who knows? It might be the fucking Raiders or somebody. Then we might win that game. Yeah,
we're supposed to be.
It's a maybe. It's a maybe. Okay, it's a maybe.
Speaking of win and lose, Super Bowl picks. What you got?
Ooh,
because when this comes out, it'll already be cast in stone.
Yeah,
set in stone.
I'm
die cast.
What did you tell me earlier? They were favored by 4.5.
4.5.
I'm gonna take Seattle 4.5. I'll take that 4.5.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. It's hard not to, dude. I just don't see. I don't see New England doing it, man. I just don't see them. I I don't know. We had this conversation earlier.
We're gonna find out.
They walked into the playoffs.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
Look, I get it. It's a tough. It's the whole NFL as a whole. It's hard. It's a tough. But you had Jacksonville. You know, you had, or not Jacksonville. I'm sorry. You had
It was the Chargers first.
The Chargers. My boy Justin Herbert.
Houston.
Candidate nominee Houston. And then you had a busted up
Broncos team.
Yeah, quarter team. I mean, which wasn't really busted up, but dude, you get their general. Was
it that game that it was just snowing like a motherfucker?
Yeah, it was.
So the weather was. I mean, do you think that even with the same weather, Bo Nix would have done something different?
I think Bo Nix played a little bit more there. I think he has more practice in it. Maybe I don't know. Where did Bo Nix go to college? Plus, he played there last year. I mean,
Bo Nix. Is that Oregon?
There you go, Oregon.
Okay.
So, I mean, he knows how to. I mean, he played there last year, so he's played some snow. He's probably had more experience than Stedham is. Stedham's a kid. You know, Stedham's out of I want to say Stephenville.
Was it Stephenville?
I want to say it was It was somewhere in Texas.
I mean, I saw a lot of Stedham highlights, and I mean the kid can play.
No, he's not a bad. Yeah, he's not a bad at all.
I feel like he wasn't ready for that weather. I think once that weather hit, it kind of affected him a little bit. But he also, even before the weather, he wasn't really. He didn't look like he was going to be the game changer. You know what I mean?
No.
It looked like it was already going to be a tight defensive game, and then with the weather, it just helped.
Yeah.
So
But I'm with you, man. I think Seattle has
their offense is just unstoppable.
A more well-rounded team.
Their offense is unstoppable.
That Charbonnet is going to hurt.
But Seattle has the best defense, and they got the better line. So Drake May's going to see a lot of packages.
Walker actually.
DeMarcus Lawrence finally is going to do something.
I've got a fucking blood feud against Kenneth Walker. I've drafted that guy in fantasy football, like not this year, but the 2 prior years. Yeah. And that man has literally bent me over and just fucked me every year. This year, he's there.
That's why he was like, did John draft me? No, all right, I'm going off.
We're going, baby, Super Bowl. But no, I'm with you, man. I don't think there's a lot of people that are pulling for the Patriots.
Well, there's a lot of Drake May fans. I don't understand.
He went to North Carolina. What do you fucking
I mean, he's all right. He had a good season, but
he's cute or whatever. I get it. Isn't that what the kids say?
Is that what they say?
I don't know. That's what my daughter told me.
I hope not. Well, that's your daughter. It's different.
Well, she said it to me. I walked in. She's like, "Yeah, it's cute or whatever," and I was like, "What the fuck are we talking about?" I didn't even know.
It's a burger, honey. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what's happening here, but yeah. Anyways, when you guys hear this Monday, when this comes out,
there would have already been a winner, and I think we're both pulling for Seattle on that.
We'll know whether we're both fucking idiots or not.
Yeah, no shit. There goes my house.
No shit. Oh man, what have you been got this week? What we got in mind? What do you got? Nothing. Anything happened with you?
Nothing. I've been off all week.
How was it?
It's been pretty nice.
Yeah,
I've just been broke all week, but I've been off all week.
It's usually the way it goes.
Yeah.
You didn't get out and do anything? Take a hike, maybe a nice stroll in the neighborhood.
Didn't even read a book. Yep. What? I drove Lyft. I worked some Lyft just to make some extra cash.
You ever get any good Lyft stories? Any interesting characters?
Interesting characters. You know what? There was one guy. This was a year or so ago. He was all about conspiracy. He was talking to me about the government this and they're building that. I can't remember the specifics of this story. I just remember him being really, really weird, and I was trying to drive really, really fast to get him to where he had to go because he was just all about government conspiracy and this is why he I can't remember. He said he owned some kind of radio interception thing. He listens to a bunch of stuff, and I thought to myself, I hope every red light I get is going to be green down the street. I couldn't get him home fast enough. And then you get your occasional drunks.
It didn't even make sense though.
I don't remember, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, I got you.
I mean, it started to make sense, but then he started to go down his own little rabbit hole, and I was like, oh shit, this is getting wild.
That happens, dude.
Yeah. And then this is what made it funny. I remember him getting real, like he was building up to his main story, and you can see he was getting amped up the closer he was getting to it. And I was just like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I didn't want him to hit me up, in the back of the head.
Craziest one I'd ever had. It was me and actually Steven was there and a buddy of ours, Jake. We were playing the game online, and we had some random dude in our lobby, and the guy started trying to justify Columbine.
What?
Dude, he started going down. I was like, dude, I was like, dog.
The driver was
No, we were playing a game. And
Oh.
he hopped in our lobby.
Oh.
And we were talking, and then we weren't even on a fucking subject. We were talking something just completely different. He goes, you know what I think's fake? And I was like, or not fake. He goes, you know what I think we're all looking at wrong? And I was like, what, dude? Fuck, hit me with that. Dude, we went silent for like 30 seconds. Nobody said shit. I was like, well. Fucking took a turn.
Wow, that went dark quick.
He was all about it. I was like, Jesus, buddy. I was like, let's.
So to him, all those kids should have got
We
shot.
fucking muted him, dog. We kicked him out. I was
Golly.
like, I want no part of this.
That is wild.
These are motherfuckers that report you right here, bro.
Yeah.
Talking about crazy shit.
Boy, if I had something on speed dial, I'd hit that motherfucker so fast.
Come try to find me, hunt me down my VPN or something. Try to get somebody.
Golly.
But
That's
yeah,
wild.
man. Yeah, maybe the dude was all smacked out. Maybe he'd too many hits of the pipa or something.
He
you know what I mean?
probably was on something. Speaking of something, he was probably addicted to guns and murder and this, that, and the other. I don't know if you can become addicted to something like
I feel
that.
like you can, dude. I feel like there's people that have to see that shit. People got to see that murder shit.
You ever watch that My Strange Addiction? You ever watch that?
Dude, so not okay. I've strolled across it and I've put it on when I've seen something weird, and then I'll change it. I can honestly say without a shadow of doubt, I've never completed an entire episode.
I started to watch it. I couldn't complete it either. I feel like, first of all, right off the bat, I feel like that show is somewhat scripted a little bit.
Well, it has to be for dramatic effect.
Right. But if some of these addictions are real, there are some weird ass people out there that are into some weird ass shit. There was the one I was watching specifically. It wasn't weird. It was just like, what the fuck? This one chick, she was addicted to eating glue. Like that was her.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know how that. What?
Huh?
What?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
She was eating glue the way people use gum to, like, I guess satisfy like the craving or the chew, or like some people who smoke cigarettes, they want to like wean off, so they chew gum because it's the satisfaction that they get.
I did
with
toothpick when I quit smoking.
Well, to her it was glue, and
okay, hold on. When you say glue, is it dry glue or she's like
So-
fucking like mustard?
so from what I was watching, she was out to eat or to. It was a get your shit together.
Oh, shit,
it was
Allergic to bitch, huh? Sorry.
Damn it.
That was mean.
Got
I
me.
apologize.
Got him.
No.
She was out to eat or at a get together with her friends. They were at a little cafe. This chick pulls out a hot glue gun.
Oh, okay. Hot glue.
A hot glue gun, and drips it out and then peels it off and starts eating it. And she was telling her friends about it, that she eats glue. And the funny thing is, behind her there was a guy sitting there on his computer, was doing something, and he did one of these. He went like this. He was on his computer and he looked up and looked back behind him over his shoulder like, what the fuck? So that part made me feel like that wasn't scripted. They were at a real place and this guy had no business being there, and he overheard the conversation.
Okay.
But she was eating hot glue.
So fun fact, I'm actually very familiar with glue. My grandmother did a lot of arts and craft. So
Okay,
I'm very
yeah.
familiar with the glue. Like they come with a big fucking stick and put it in whatever hot glue. And I've never had an instance to where I was like, let me go fucking let me
You
go.
didn't get curious?
I didn't go, let me go gnaw on that and see what's going on. Because in my head,
gnaw on that.
I'm like, it's fucking glue.
Yeah.
Now, as a kid, did I taste glue once or twice? Obviously. Look at me today.
That explains it. All right, we're done. That explains it. I just wanted to know.
We're good. We're done. Wrap it up. Blake,
we're done.
We're done.
Yeah.
It's over. But, but I've never, I'm not going to, but why glue? Did she ever,
She, I think she started to give the reason, and then that's when I zoned out. That's when I zoned out.
Weird bitch.
Well, and then it went to a guy. His addiction was eating cardboard. Now, I grew up in school in elementary with a lot of people who used to like tear off pieces of paper and eat paper. I've seen that. But this dude was literally he opened up an Amazon box, pulled out what he ordered, and as he's breaking down the box, he went.
Is it normal to eat paper?
I don't know.
Is it normal to fucking eat paper? I'm asking you people out there in the world. Is that a thing?
Paper? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've seen people eat paper. No. I thought it was weird.
What would we put a little seasoning in the middle, wrap it up, roll it up?
Oh, dude, it even showed him making eggs, and he had a little jar in the cupboard that he pulled out. And he said he likes to make breakfast early in the morning before people wake up because he didn't want to be judged. He pulled out this little jar and opened it up, and it was sprinkles of cardboard, and he threw it in his eggs and cooked it.
Fucking hit it like Irma, go bam.
And he goes, I feel like people wouldn't accept my addiction. And I immediately went, well, no shit, bro. You're eating fucking cardboard.
Addiction's weird. Some of that shit like that, you have to feel like it's kind of scripted. Like,
well, that part kind of seemed like, okay, like who?
But you gotta think, there's a bigger thing. Like, there's a bigger.
He says it showed him as a little kid. He said he'd been doing it since he was, I think he said 6.
Why?
I don't know.
Like I got a cousin that likes to lick windows, but we know why. You know what I mean? The homeboy seems to live a fully functional life, and he's out here just fucking ordering Amazon packages as delicacies. You know what I mean? It's a little weird. Look, you can be addicted to anything, I guess. And I got
there's tons of things you can get addicted to, but glue and cardboard, like the little weird things. I don't know how you become addicted to that. I feel like that's just in your head. You got some mental health thing, maybe.
I can honestly say that I don't know that I've ever been addicted to any.
I was just about to ask you, is there anything that you grew up?
I'm thinking about, because dude, I've done a lot of stuff. I've been some places, done some things, did some, whatever. But I've never had a point where I'm like, man, I gotta fucking have that. I gotta get that. I gotta get it now.
Well, you'd be surprised to know, and I found this, but alcohol is the most regularly used addictive substance in America.
Is the most regularly used?
Mm-hmm.
Even more so than cigarettes?
It's neck and neck, but alcohol is like right there.
I wonder if that's, when was that study?
2023.
I wonder if it's changed since then.
It might have. But alcohol being a big addiction, I looked this up too, and it gave me, the top 10 most addicting things that people are addicted to now. It's showing nicotine being number 1,
right,
and then alcohol, and then of course after that is drug use, whether it be legal or prescription,
right,
and then after that caffeine, which I can see.
I mean, yeah,
dude, tons of people are
that's
addicted
how
to caffeine.
Starbucks and all these little fucking places.
But see, I think it's not when it comes to Starbucks, I don't think it's the caffeine. I think it's the sugar. People can be very addictive to sugar. And it's not it's not a knock on women, but that's what you see the most of, flocking to these coffee shops.
Have you ever had an espresso?
Yeah, I fucking love espresso.
I get you going.
Yeah.
No, you're right. They flock to the coffee shops.
And they get 10 pumps of this and 14 pumps of that and 17 sugars of this. And now they're eating a slice of liquefied cake.
How many pumps?
Bro, you'd be surprised at how many pumps of fucking whatever.
Okay. Bro, you get like 4 pumps out of me and I'm done, dog. That's crazy. After pumping 17 times. Starbucks, you say?
The addiction. Yeah. The addiction.
Yeah, so, it's funny about that is that we'll go, I like Dunks. I'll go to Dunks. That's my spot. And I'll do just a coffee or whatever, depending on the weather. If it's warm out, I'll do a nice coffee.
Yeah.
If it's hot out or if it's cold out, I'll do it.
I love a good iced coffee.
Yeah, and the Dunks is just easy as fun. But dude, some of the shit they have on those menus, brother, let me tell you, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
There's sugar on that thing.
Yeah.
A bag of sugar with a little bit of
Basically,
with a little
that's
bit
what
of
it
coffee,
is.
a
Yeah.
couple drips of coffee in it.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. So sometimes it's an espresso, a shot or two. It's only that much.
Yeah, they're little.
But you order a fucking 30 something ounce and the rest of it is just sugar and cream and foam and whatever the fuck you put in it.
Expensive, too.
That's not coffee. You're eating a bag of sugar. You're eating 4 slices of cake. You're eating sweets. And that's, first of all, it's not good for you. Second of all, that's not coffee. Don't say you're a coffee snob because you go to Starbucks every day. That doesn't make you a coffee snob. It makes you a coffee idiot. Seriously.
With your coffee vanilla latte macchiato fucking...
Get out. Get out. But it's crazy the types of addictions that people pick up when it comes to stuff like that. Like, okay, cigarettes, obviously, because that nicotine is very addictive. Once it hits your stream, that's it. And you're addicted to it. I know tons of people that smoke. I grew up around a smoker. My dad was a heavy smoker. I smoked when I was younger. And then the alcohol consumption, I don't know how that can be addicting. As I sit here and I'm too many beers, but I can stop. See, the last time I had a beer was Sunday night. I haven't had a beer since.
Fucking...
And that's about to change tonight, I promise you. But
that's only because the monitor on your ankle tells you that.
is that it?
Oh, I was supposed to say it. My bad. No, you know what? I'm trying to think. I don't remember when the last time I drank was.
See, I guess you wouldn't be considered an alcoholic if you can go a few days without drinking. Alcoholics,
though.
But yeah, same. Alcoholics drink daily,
Yeah.
and they drink all day. Those are alcoholics.
I'll knock out, dude. I'll sit down and knock out fucking 22 beers.
Yeah,
That's
I think that's how many I had Sunday night.
See?
Dude, I was putting them down.
start tasting like water.
Yeah. The thing is they were tasting like water, but I wasn't feeling any kind of.
And then all of a sudden, boom.
No,
Really?
no. And I even woke up just fine. I went to sleep that night. Woke up Monday morning.
You ever
just
had
fine.
that shit where you're drunk, but you don't feel drunk, but you know you're drunk?
I know I should be, but I'm not.
And then walk outside, bro, and that air, the fucking fresh air just hits you, and then all of a sudden you're just fucking instantly hammered. I've had that shit happen to me a couple times. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, you walk out and you're like,
oh shit.
There she is.
Who am I? Who is this? Thank you.
But the whole addiction thing, it's terrible for America because I feel like there's a lot more other addictions other than the weird stuff. You get addicted to
what else do you have on your list, if you don't mind me asking? I'm just curious.
Gambling was on there.
I could see that.
Internet and social media. We've talked about that a lot. That's very addicting right there. Food and shopping. And that's where I was getting at, was the food. I think people are addicted to certain foods, and I think it's based on what's in the food. The things that they're...
Well, it's all the shit that...
Yeah, all the chemical that they're throwing in everything we eat. You get addicted to that. That whole high fructose corn syrup, absolutely terrible for you. And studies have been shown that high fructose corn syrup, if you consume enough of it over a long period of time, and we're talking years. We're not talking about a couple weeks or whatever, but years... it can alter your DNA. And I feel like, that has a lot to do with a lot of the way kids are nowadays. Some of them are born with like a gluten allergy, or they have ADD, or even worse. Go ahead, hit me.
No, you're good.
And I feel like that altered DNA is because, growing up, we ate a lot of the same thing every day almost, or 4 times a week, McDonald's or whatever have you.
What's wrong with him? Oh, he got that high fructose corn syrup. Don't mind him. He's all right.
Yeah.
Give him that Twinkie. Send him on his way. He'll leave you alone.
So I have a habit now of when I go grocery shopping is when I pull things off the shelf, I immediately look at the ingredients.
So luckily enough,
I don't know if that's a habit, or because I've been watching too many
Well,
videos,
they've
or because
started
I'm
to
just
stop
getting
that
old.
stuff, though. They're starting to cut all that shit out. All
Yes.
that, all the high fructose, all the artificial flavorings, all the colors, all that shit.
I feel like it's not fast enough. I
No.
feel like it needs to be.
There's too much fucking money in it.
Yeah, there
You're
is
not
too
gonna,
much
you're
money.
not just gonna cut off. A
Well,
fucking
that
thing like
and I feel like companies have to find an alternative.
Right.
You got to give them time to find an alternative. The fact that you have to find an alternative for
fact you gotta give
the
them
dyes, for the high fructose corn syrups.
Fuck that.
If you have to find an alternative for that, you're still not making it
Well,
correctly.
If it's fucking bad, you shouldn't have to like find time. If it's bad, fucking it's bad. Cut it out.
Yeah, yeah.
But you're right. That is. I mean, let's be honest. Obesity in America is a fucking thing.
You'd be surprised at how many items in a grocery store has high fructose corn syrup in it.
Still.
Things that shouldn't have
No.
high fructose corn syrup in it has it.
No.
And it's just mind-boggling to see the dips that you buy like at McDonald's and Wendy's and Jack in the Box, the buttermilk ranches, the barbecues,
You
the
stop.
sweet and
You
sours.
say shit about Jack and Mook's buttermilk ranch, bro.
That shit is
fucking
it's
stop
addicting.
right now.
Look on the ingredients
She's
list.
delicious.
Look on the ingredients list.
She
High
always has
fructose
been.
corn syrup.
Me and her made it through many a nights together.
Come here, tacos. But I feel like that is an addictive substance that people don't talk enough about, that people don't bring up, that people may or may not know, that those kinds of things, those chemicals and those agents, once they enter your system, you like it. It becomes addicting. It's tasteful. Great. Yeah, it's tasteful. But it becomes too much and it affects you down the road. And now you got to have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like more studies need to be done on certain things like that. And I know they're doing studies, but I feel like they're not fast enough, and it's not.
But I feel like the studies aren't going to. I think that in the world we live in today, everything's a dollar amount for something. People are going to fucking pay to play, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's what sucks about it, is that the health of America doesn't fucking matter compared to somebody making an extra fucking couple bucks.
Well, we don't care because the government don't care, and if they're like, oh well, fuck it, I'm just gonna eat it anyway. That's a bad mindset to have.
Absolutely.
But I'm guilty of it. It's just a terrible mindset to have, because once you say fuck it one time, you're going to say it 4 or 5 more times. And the next thing you know, you're 5 years down the road and now you got a health issue.
You get the high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You start having your symptoms.
You get your red 5 back, you know?
Red 5 back.
No, I mean, look, man, Harley's real bad about it. And I should probably do something about it. I don't, but she eats the shit out of them hot Cheetos, man. That's another big thing the kids do. Those hot Cheetos, those Takis, all that shit. I know that shit's not good for her. I got to do something, whatever. But I mean, she snacks on them, and kid can put some away, man.
Yeah,
you've seen it
when they eat too much of that. Because I gotta stop my son too. Sometimes he'll just pull out a giant bag of chips, and he just starts going to town. And I'm like, dude, did you just eat half a bag of chips? Put that shit up, dude. You can't. If you're hungry, say something.
I start pegging her with apples. Here's an orange. Toma.
Sus.
Here's an apple. Banana. Throw like a fucking Pokemon.
But speaking of the younger generation, another addicting thing that I found that the younger generation is addicted to, believe everyone probably agrees with this, but is the trends are showing they're addicted to their phones.
Well, yeah.
Screen time can be very, very addictive. And that goes to the whole social media thing, the YouTube videos and all that stuff that they're watching. The gaming has become very, very addictive, which I don't really see gaming being addictive. I think we talked about this on a previous episode. I feel like a lot of these kids that are growing up have that ADD, ADHD, their minds are going everywhere. They're thinking too fast. And that gaming kind of slows them down because they're looking at so many things at once. Now their minds are focused on the 15 things on the screen versus the 15 things around them.
Fucking kids that'll sit down and play for fucking 19 hours a fucking day. Like I think that's what they're kind of referring to. Like these motherfuckers that just don't do anything but play that game.
Right. But those same kids, I guarantee you try to parent them and turn that shit off, they will lose their ever-loving mind. And if you got a kid that does that, you have a bigger problem. Yeah. Now you have a behavioral issue. But I just don't see the gaming thing to be. I don't consider it to be a very addictive thing, but I can see being it. You know,
I mean,
it
like I
being
said, I play,
addicted.
dude. I play every now and then. You know, I don't. When I think of addiction, I think of it as a gotta have it.
Yeah.
Have to have it. I'm in pain because I don't have it. I need it. I need that something's missing from me.
Right.
I mean, I don't see. You know, I guess maybe you've been trained to your head to where it's giving you some kind of euphoric pleasure of you doing playing that video game or something like that, to where you're like, I gotta have it. I don't feel right without it. But fuck, I've never gotten to that level. I guess so it must be a great game. You know what I'm surprised they didn't have on there? Speaking of phones and computer, porn, dude. Porn is a fucking, what is it?
So it can
the
be,
industry is fucking amazing. You know, Texas and all those passed the laws, so you can't access certain things here. There's ways around it, I'm sure. But you know, but you got to think, man. That's got to be a thing. And I've read articles about where that's starting to hinder kids growing up in relationships and stuff like that, because they have it in their head of these videos that they're watching and these
I mean,
sex working women that are doing these weird things.
I feel like the way around that is the shit that they're seeing on TikTok and Instagram. They're seeing these half naked ass women shaking their ass, being saying a bunch of stupid shit around guys.
There's no more modesty. That's the word, modesty. There's no more modesty.
Exactly.
But
I think that's their way around it. Yeah, it does. It sure does.
Hollywood has taught us that. The media has taught us that. Sex sells. You got a new perfume? What do you got? Fuck. Try this. Clavage for men. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's
a good one. That's a good one.
You know, but that's unfortunately we've fallen to it, man.
Yeah.
You know, and now,
and you know what? That wasn't on the list.
No, dude.
And it should. I feel like that should be.
Did you think
because it's not just for the younger generation. There's a large, older generation following that is addicted to porn, and that's another big issue, because I feel like that also coincides with what we've talked about before, that whole social anxiety. You don't know how to interact with people because you're so busy, stuck on your screen, stuck on your phone, stuck on just being in a 4-wall bedroom, and you don't want to get out because you have everything you need at your fingertips.
I was on TikTok the other day and they had an ad for an AI friend. And I thought to myself,
yes,
what the fuck?
That's okay. So there's been studies on that also, where kids, teenagers especially, high school age kids, that talk, they have an AI friend. They even use ChatGPT to, I guess, interact with, because it's easier to do that. You're not in front of a person. There's no social anxiety to you. All you got to do is talk or type in your response, and it talks right back to you. And that goes to an old episode that we talked about, the guy that got rejected by his ChatGPT because he tried to marry it. He tried to marry it,
said, no,
and ChatGPT said,
I'm good,
bro. We're all right. It's a hard pass, sir.
Hard pass, bud.
But yeah, so the younger generation is using AI and ChatGPT as a level of finding friends or having friends, and that I feel like is a very dangerous precedent to have, because in 10 or 15 years you're going to have a whole generation that doesn't know how to talk, how to interact, and how to deal with the public.
Be like those motherfuckers in Wall-E, like I talked about. Just fucking sitting around on their computer, floating around places. No, you're right. And you know what, man? And
you can see it now in fast food industries. When you pull up to the drive-thru and order, you can hear the interaction you have, and you know they're a young person. They don't know how to. There's no. I don't know what's going on in that industry, but they're not teaching these kids to have any type of customer service skills.
I mean, it's a fucking.
And then
it's a drive.
What else? What else? And then is that it?
Hold on.
Like, come on.
It's a fucking drive. What do you want?
Man, talk right. I don't want to hear and then and
Homeboy
what else.
Is working for $7.25 an hour, and you want to be, yes sir, Master Manny, sir. What can I get for you today?
Yes.
Oh, would you like pickles with that?
Yes.
That kid probably comes from a bum fucking place, dog.
That's terrible.
That's all the job you can get, and you want him to treat you like the good man Jews is.
It starts at the low level.
I'm just saying, man, it's tough. I get what you're saying though, but on the subject of these kids and the way the interaction, there's no conflict resolution. I get what you're saying. There's no more of that. Whatever. You know what I'll do with Harley, and I've started to do it, is that when we go places, I'll make her order. I'll do stuff. I'll make her talk to the people.
Get her used to talking to people.
Hey,
Absolutely.
Hey,
Yeah.
Oh, she goes, hey, Dad, I want to buy this thing. Cool. Here's $5. Go ahead.
Yep.
And the first few times she's like, what do I do? I said, take your product up there. I said, ask that girl how much it is. She's going to give you a number. You're going to give her that. That should be enough to cover it. You ask her how her day's going.
Yeah. Talk, interact.
And she's gotten a lot better at it now. Like when we go to restaurants, I mean, she orders without no problem. Like she's good. But,
that's good.
But you're right. I have seen that issue where people like, they don't know what to say. They don't know how to. You'll talk to a kid and say, "Hey, what's up, buddy?" And the kid will look at you like, "What the fuck is this?"
So yesterday when I was driving Lyft, and this is a perfect example. I think I was driving right in the middle of the day, and I don't know what time fucking school starts. I picked up 4 fucking kids yesterday, all different rides. High school. I dropped them off at high schools. I dropped one off at Skyline, one at Adamson. That's weird. So. And then when they get in the car, anytime anybody gets in the car, I always ask them, "Hey, how's it going? How's everything going?" And they'll usually, I try to use that as a topic starter, conversation starter. And these kids are like, "Hey, what's going on?" And they talk so low, and they just immediately put their earbuds in, and it's just like, and I get it, you're a kid, you may be scared. I'm a stranger.
It's your fucking face.
God damn it! Back to the goddamn face. If anybody knows a good doctor, please let me know. I got to fix this. But. That's what I'm talking about. There's no interaction. But like I said, I understand. I get the fact that I'm a stranger picking you up, taking you to where you got to go. You don't know me from anywhere. But that kind of goes with what you are doing with Harley. You're teaching her to like talk to people and interact, and
you have to have that because you have to. And you're right, man. And I do see it with kids nowadays. The social skills just aren't there.
Yeah, they're not
and
there.
You see them, and they don't know how to articulate. They don't know how to have a conversation. They don't know how to like. I mean. Harley's good. You've seen her. She's a little manipulative, so she's gonna be all right. But I get what you're saying, man, and it's sad that these kids that almost like these parents are letting these iPads raise these kids. Yeah, phones are raising the kids. And I'll be honest. I'm guilty of it myself. Where Harley will have a little bit too much screen time at times, but. I'll make sure that I do things to kind of at least make sure she's talking to people or saying to something. Like we'll go into somewhere and I'll tell the guy, "Hey, what's up, buddy? How are you?" Hey, do you know him? No, I don't know him. I just fucking talking to him.
Just having a conversation.
Made eye contact. I gave him a nod. He said hi, and I said hello back. Opening a door for somebody. Hey, how are you? Having a good day? Okay, good, great. But I think you're right. I think that's something that's lost on people nowadays, man.
And that all goes right back to the phone addiction. The screen time. People are letting their kids spend way too much time either watching TV or playing on a phone or a tablet. And all of that has long-lasting, ramifications. Different types of things can go wrong as they get older.
Well, I think part of it too is that you don't even really know what they're watching.
That too. We're not paying attention to what they're watching.
Because do you remember, this was funny. Do you remember a few years back when they had the Momo? You remember that? It was they were warning parents, be very careful what your kids are watching. They're watching, there's this video that's coming up and it looks like it's a kid's video, and then all of a sudden the Momo pops up and tells your kid that they need to do something awful to themselves, or that they need to hurt themselves. So
I do remember that. That was
fucking this.
I think it even made the news.
Yes.
Yeah, it even made the news. Deal. Yeah.
And then it comes to find out, this fucking video wasn't ever a fucking thing. It was a fictional story that circulated on the rumor mill.
And it scared the shit out of everybody.
Yes.
And all because no one wanted to do their research.
Exactly. People started looking at the fucking phones after that. But you're right, because nobody wanted to do their fucking research.
Yeah. It wasn't real.
Somebody reached out to me and was like, you need to make sure Harley do this. I took a picture of the Momo and I put it on Instagram and I put shades on her and I gave her fucking, I said, hey, we found her.
We found her.
I said, look, I
beat
got
the shit out of her.
I got my kid. Don't fucking worry, all right? Like, Harley's fine. We're
Squirrel. You remember the killer clowns?
Dude, Harley was asking me about those the other day. She goes, Dad, have you ever seen something like this? I go, yeah, it happened a few years back. They were everywhere. She goes, what would you be saw one? I said, depends. Well, what's my situation? Where am I at? Am I in a car running his ass down?
I might just join you.
Because listen, dog, I'm built for comfort, not for speed. You know what I mean? So if we're in the middle of nowhere and it's just me and this clown, one of us is fucking, it's going to happen because I ain't running from you, dog.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to give it my all.
Yeah, I'm going to give you the good old college try. See what happens. Hopefully I don't gas out first. But But no, she did. But shit like that, man, that just shows that nobody's actually looking at what your kids are looking at. You know, there's parental locks on everything now. You can go and look and see and watch what your kids are watching, look at stuff. You know, and I'll agree. Sometimes I would be sitting there and Harley will listen to something. I'll be like, whoa, dude, like, what was that, Harley? And she's like, oh, I was like, dude, don't be watching that. You know, don't be watching those whores. Like, what are you doing? Don't be watching that. The guy's cussing way too much. Ironically, from me.
But so another thing too that these kids are becoming addictive to, and I thought this was kind of wild, is prescription drugs like Adderall, Xanax, stuff like that. And it's probably because they got prescribed it at a young age, high fructose corn syrup. But it starts to become an addictive drug, and sometimes they feel like, oh, I feel something coming on. Let me pop 2, even though you just took 2 hours ago. You know what I mean? And then it becomes a thing. And along with it, weed. Weed is becoming an addictive drug for the younger generation, which is weird because it's not.
You and I have been through a lot of generations growing up. Like, not generation, but you ever seen somebody addicted to weed?
No.
Why is it addictive now?
I feel like it's in their head. That's. I feel like that is one of those things that is. It's only addictive in your head. It's not a real addictive drug. You cannot become. And I know science is changing.
Sorry, just to interrupt you real quick. Sorry. Did you ever see the episode of Half Baked where Bob Saget's in there and Dave Chappelle's in there? They're like, I'm addicted to weed, and Bob Saget's like, weed? You here for some weed? Has you ever sucked some dick for weed?
It's not an addictive drug, and I know science changes a lot of things. Science is coming out with some weird shit right now, and it's not the way we grew up. I don't understand how it's changing now. However, if you really start to put your mind to it and think about it, the reason why science is changing a lot of things is because it's the way things are being made now. So the way things are being made now is causing science to make you do things or handle things differently than you would have 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So when it comes to this particular thing, weed being addictive, I don't care what science says. It's not addictive unless there's some strains out there that have something in it, which people do cross strains, and that's how you come up with your different names. But man, the weed I smoked, I was never addicted to it.
No, I mean, I've done weed. I've done, the vape pens with weed in them. I've done the wax dabs. I've done a lot of different weeds in all forms and shapes and sizes, and I've never once went like, oh fuck,
gotta have it. Yeah, you start.
Gotta get that.
It's just weird, man. I don't know why kids would be addicted to weed right now.
I think as kids today think they need to be dependent on something.
That too. They're you know what? They're probably addicted to the way it makes them feel.
Maybe they want the attention. Maybe mom and dad don't look at them enough, and they go, you know what? I gotta have a problem.
Yeah, or that. I gotta have a problem. Maybe they'll pay attention to me.
But going on back to what you said earlier about the kids with the Adderall and all that shit too, man. I'm curious. That shit always makes me wonder because, and I guess it could go back to your high fructose corn syrup theory, whatever. Not theory, but whatever. But we never had that shit growing up. Like we had some kids that you knew that they were a couple tacos short of a combination plate.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But dude, it's like I feel like half of the kids now have some kind of something wrong with them. They have ADHD. They're rambunctious. They have this. They have that. He does trouble learning. He's got a disability. He's dyslexic. He's like, fuck, dude. And now maybe we didn't look for it.
Yeah.
As much as we do now, and it wasn't, but I just feel like it wasn't as prevalent then as it is now.
It wasn't, and I feel like a lot of that also too goes back to what I've always said, and what I chalk it up to is the prenatal vitamins.
Do you think it's prenatal?
I really do. I really, really do. Because like I've always said, if you go back to the 90s, the only way you can get a prenatal vitamin is you had to have a doctor's prescription, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, you had to have a doctor's prescription in the 90s, even in the early 2000s, to get your prenatal vitamins. Nowadays, you can walk into a Target and there's 27 different types of prenatal vitamins. You can order them off of Amazon.
Why did you need a prenatal vitamin in the 90s?
So you can get enough vitamins in you, not only for yourself but for the baby as well, because the baby needs not every woman ate.
So that's
ate
so that's what I'm trying. That's the point I'm getting to. So was it like more of a health thing
Yeah.
then? Like were you just you were
it,
already
it was
getting
it
the
was it
vitamins
was
you
it
needed?
was to help the growth of the child.
Right. But like, did you already get the shit that you were needing? Maybe that's why you didn't have to.
Well,
That's why it was prescription only.
well, I guess because there wasn't
I've never had a kid before.
a
so
lot of
I don't know.
sorry, Harley. There so
Never birthed one. Sorry.
pregnant women probably weren't getting the necessary nutrients on the
Right.
daily basis.
Right.
So the prenatal vitamin was there to help them.
No, I get that.
Right. So the prescription was because they didn't just have them over the counter. You needed a prescription to get them. Now,
But now
if I'm completely wrong on that, please somebody correct me. But I think, or I thought, you had to have a prescription way back then to get a prenatal vitamin, and it was a constant prescription. So when you were running out, you just call your doctor and say, "Hey."
I wonder
and
I wonder how many people took them back then as opposed to people that take them now. Because like you got to think back then we didn't have the fructose corn syrup, we didn't have the
Right.
all that
Everybody
shit.
takes
was
them
kinda
now.
Healthier, a little
Everybody
healthier.
takes them, or
Right.
not everybody, but every pregnant woman takes them now. But you don't need a prescription from your doctor.
Right.
You walk in a Target and buy the
wonder
one
how-
that you
I wonder-
want.
Dude, I wonder what the difference is to kids that their parents took them back then to the kids. Opposed
It's
to
the
kids
way
that
they're
didn't.
making them now. If you only had 5 companies back then making prenatal vitamins, and you've got 50 now they're just making shit
No,
to make shit.
I want to see.
So it's a
kid
different.
from the '90s where one mom took the prenatal and one mom didn't. You know what I mean? Like I want to see.
Oh, you want to see?
I want to
the-
see how they. I want to see if it had an
that
effect.
that could be. That's an interesting, I guess, study.
Yeah, smart, some scientists. No, I'm just kidding. I play one on TV.
This one didn't.
Fuck. I might have. Definitely
But
hate some pills.
but I feel like that's my theory. It goes back. I just feel like the prenatal vitamin theory that I have is that's why we grew up the way we grew up, and these kids are growing up the way they're growing up. Granted, you probably did take your prenatal vitamins, but another thing that a lot of people don't understand is these prenatal vitamins had 12 different vitamins in it. Your body can only break down and handle, what is it, like 7 or 8 of the main ones, and the rest of them, it just turns into a little pebble and you eventually discard it.
What do you mean by that?
You eventually shit the motherfucker out.
Hey, discard it. Don't fucking talk like you're better than me.
Well,
Discard it. Get
I'm the prenatal. He's the non-prenatal.
this shithead discarded.
But I feel like that's what it breaks down to. Other than the fact that high fructose corn syrup and other additives in the food that we've been eating have been put into foods and stuff as the years have been going on, and now we're just at a point where would I consider it a pandemic? Absolutely, because you're harming the younger generation as they grow up. That's just what I think on that. But that just goes back to the addictions. You get addicted to these things, and is there a way out? Absolutely. But you have to have that drive. You have to have that mentality. You have to have that push to try and quit what you're used to. Whether you may think what you're doing is not addictive, it very well could be. You just don't know it.
I'm addicted to the game. Oh yeah, I know you know. Well, I mean, it's hard. So I've seen addiction take people, friends, family, whatever. I can say that I've honestly never had it. Like I don't think I was ever addicted to something in the aspect of like most. I've done my fair share of illegalities, but I don't. I've never had to get to a point where like, man, I gotta have that. Like I need to have it. I gotta do something to get it. So I mean, But yeah, and I'm sure it's a struggle, man. And if you are facing some sort of addiction, there's help out there. There's
help
people to
out
go
there.
for to
Absolutely.
look. There's places to go. I'm sure there's, some sort of scholarships to get you into some place. That scholarship is probably a poor word. Some kind of monetary help that you can get to get you out there into a place. But it's and ask for help. You're not in this shit alone. And I've seen addiction take some people to some dark places, man. And if you are struggling with that, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to reach out and try to find somebody in that wavelength. They have, they have meetings, they have therapies that you can go to, all kinds of stuff like that. So don't suffer in silence on something like this.
Absolutely not. There is the suicide and crisis hotline. They also help with addiction. So if that's somebody you need to call or get help with, the number is just 988 on your phone. They're there 24/7 to help with any kind of addiction you may have, or just, kind of need somebody to talk to if you're in a dark place.
What you got, Manny?
That's pretty much all I got today, buddy.
Well, we have plans for the weekend?
Speaking of it, I need a beer.
I'm addicted to you. Remember that song? Yeah, I know you do. Guys, you take care of yourselves out there, man.
Absolutely.
Y'all be safe. We'll see y'all down the road.
Be safe during the Super Bowl. I know everybody's going to be out partying. But, yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Peace.